I see that everybody's already slowly joining. Most of you are already here, so I think we can start. Today we have prepared interesting content for you, but before we start, there's just a few housekeeping things we want to share with everybody today. All attendees are on mute. In case you have any questions, please use the chat box on your right side. We will try to answer your questions as we go along. And if we skip some, we will answer them during our Q&A session. We hope the connection is okay, that you can hear us and see the presentation well. And this session is, of course, being recorded, and the recording will be shared with you after the webinar. Today, we have two people with us, myself and Mr. Ozan Utar, who is CEO and co-founder of Keepnet Labs. Ozan, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. I apologize if not.
That's correct. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for taking the time for this session. Basically, what are we talking about today? Today's agenda is simple. We will go through some trends, talk about the importance of awareness and employee education. I will give you some basic info about Keepnet Labs, and Ozan will do a short demo of Keepnet Labs platform, after which we will share information about licensing and jump straight to Q&A session. So, employee education, why is this important? Well, in order to protect your organization, you need to implement different security layers, and one aspect of proper security strategy is employee education and awareness trainings. You need to, of course, help raise awareness about threats like phishing in order to help non-technical personnel recognize and avoid this type of threats. Because we are technically all one click away from a security incident and data loss. Security products can, of course, definitely help us minimize this exposure, as we can see from the illustration. There are different layers to security, so you can focus on email protection, on endpoint firewalls, patch management, EDR as some kind of, let's say, last defense line, but also as a part of these layers, there is user training, user education that makes a really important part of security. So why do we need to focus on employees? Well, it's simple. They are your first line of defense and considered the weakest link in your security strategy. Based on reports, they are most likely to be the cause of the breach. And keep in mind that these attacks are extremely sophisticated. So someone, even that is trained in cybersecurity, sometimes it's really hard for them to recognize this type of attacks. Employees are working in hybrid environments and spend a lot of time outside of business environments, so they need to be able to protect themselves once they are out of the safe haven provided by your company environment. You need to be able to recognize these type of attacks and to report them so the proper actions can take place. Keepnet Labs offers insight into security posture. It protects and empowers your employees to recognize and protect themselves from email threats and helps your organization to, let's say, prevent cyber attacks in whole. So how does this actually work? Well, Keepnet Labs helps to assess your current security posture. It can detect any signs of breach. So we are talking about analyzing dark web and similar sites where indications of breach or breached information can be found. It helps you create and execute awareness trainings and educations for your organization, for your team. It also enables you to, let's say, automate this type of campaigns so you can actually have a constant learning and education for your organization. It helps you activate your users by letting them report suspicious emails directly from their email client with a single click of a button. Platform integrates with common security vendors like Fortinet, IBM X-Force, Spamhaus, and so on, meaning any reported email is or can be automatically checked by those vendors, and results are reported directly to the administrator. Based on the results, you can then easily scan the whole organization for the same email content and make sure that all mailboxes are clean and content is not available for other users. And you can create your own public or private thread sharing groups and share information about latest threats with the rest of your business ecosystem, providing a really valuable insight. What is also important to mention that besides awareness and education trainings, platform offers much more. So it's not just, let's say, awareness and education platform. It, as mentioned, provides, let's say, features to check and assess your current security posture. It has different features like, data leakage monitor, deep web and dark web digging, phishing and spear phishing simulator, which helps you to assess, let's say, your current security solutions. So let's say you have in your environment different, spam filters, firewalls. What Keepnet Labs does, it provides you with the latest security, let's say, attacks and content, whether it's a phishing, spear phishing, ransomware, malware. You can basically test your current environment against all these latest and most advanced threats. And then based on the results of this analysis, you can adjust your security settings to block this type of attacks in the future. There is much more, which I'm not going to go into details right now because Ozan will mention all this, I'm sure, through his demo session. What's also important to mention is a little bit more about the company itself. So basically, Keepnet Labs is relatively new, but not that small. It has over 1,200 customers from energy, airline, and insurance, and of course, banking sector. We are talking about 25 countries altogether, so meaning, USA, Europe, the UK, and EMEA. And at the moment counts over 1 million active users or licenses and has 3 patent technologies. Also, a special module for awareness and education training comes with already finished content. So you want to run a phishing simulation or phishing campaign. There is already content available and ready for you to start. You don't have to create your own content from the scratch. There are over 1,000 different phishing campaigns at your disposal. These can be completely adjusted to your needs. You can change the language, you can change the look and focus of each campaign. Whether if you want to focus on just phishing links or data submission or similar. It also comes with free educational material, so you can completely brand this educational material with your own logos, provided as your own service, and all educational content and materials can be attached to your phishing education campaigns. So if you have a, let's say, campaign that is focused on phishing attacks, and after executing the campaign, you want to explain to your employees or end users what exactly just happened and what should they look for in the future. You can attach whether it's a video, educational content, or a brochure or a PowerPoint, which can be also finished with a questionnaire. So each awareness trainee can, at the end of his education, do a short exam, and basically you can see in your campaign, in your console, how they passed the exam and how are they improving their awareness. Also, the content that is available comes from different vendors. So you have a free content, you have content from companies like Ninjio or Bab's Business or CyberOff. It really depends on the, let's say, your company culture, which type of the content, may be best accepted, whether it's, cartoons or interactive videos. You can actually use any of this content. Of course, it can be even additionally adjusted to your own needs, whether it's a localized language and so on. But these type of things can be arranged together with Keepnet Labs. And that being said, I will finish my short introduction, and I will hand you on to Mr. Ozan for a demo.
Thank you, Sinza. It was great to listen everything from you. Hi guys, my name is Ozan. I'm the CEO of the Keepnet Labs that I'm based in the UK, in London. So I'm going to share my screen and go through a quick presentation, then demonstrate the solution itself. All right, I'm going to share my screen right now. Do you guys see my screen now?
I can confirm from my side that we see.
So, hi again, Keepnet Labs. Our slogan is secure every inbox. Hopefully one day we're gonna secure all of your inbox. I'd like to quickly introduce you to Keepnet Labs. Keepnet Labs founded in 2017 in the UK, was accelerated by Cylon in earlier of 2018, and we were part of the Technation Cyber Programming in 2019 as one of the leading cyber scale-up company. Our headquarters based in London, but we have research and development team based in the US, San Francisco, and UK, as well as in Turkey. As Nisa mentioned, that over 1,000 corporate customers from 25 different countries we have, mostly based in US, UK, EU, and many area. 20 plus blue chip names working with us from different industries like insurance, airlines, and financial organizations, industries. We mostly work with authorized system integrator, value-added resellers, and managed service partners, communities in worldwide. We mostly onboarding SMBs through these channel partners. We also work with enterprise directly, but mostly channel partners like Nestec, helping us to scale globally. And I don't want to repeat myself, but this is already explained that Keepnet Labs protects businesses through the life cycle of email-based attacks and provides a holistic approach to people, process, and technology to prevent data breaches and data loss itself. So the problem we have focused to resolve is email-based attacks. And statistically, over 90% of attacks start from a malicious email. That's the initial point of the breaches for almost all organizations. And the financial loss is incredible. Look at 2020 statistics. As I remember, the FBI shared this data. Over 1.6 billion officially lost to business email compromise. That's huge. And the existing cybersecurity solutions like unspam, firewalls, sandboxes, and many other first line of defense technology fail to prevent new and targeted email-based attacks like APT. Also, they are capable of, but they need more configuration, updated signatures, or many other, let's say, extra configuration to secure your network. And the other problem is that users tend to fall victim against the phishing or other type of the email-based attacks like fraud, ransomware. They are not aware of the many new attack vectors that they cannot prevent themselves. And unfortunately, when an incident happens, detecting, analyzing, and response to threats, especially in the user inbox, takes long. And in order to prevent data breach, instant response processes should be improved. So that's why we focused this solution to have a better efficiency in detecting malicious emails. And in order to do that, we proactively challenge the defense layers and users to improve their detection, analyzing, and response capability. We train and track users' behavior for phishing awareness. Our aim is to turn your employees to a proactive agent who can understand, detect, and report suspicious emails. And of course, empower the SOC team, Security Operations Center team, to analyze and respond to threats quickly. That's the platform. As I said, we protect businesses through the life cycle of email-based attack. And in terms of our perspective, email-based attack has 4 phases. One is planning, when an attacker research an organization and deploy the attack. Second phase is if attackers successfully plan the attack, their aim is to launch their attack to bypass all of your cybersecurity solution, which we name it first line of defense, and access to user inbox. If they deliver their attack in your user inbox, then the compromise phase. After that, data loss is inevitable. So with our threat intelligence, we go and analyze deep web, dark web. Also, we have integration with third parties to let you know if any compromises data regarding your company are on the deep web or dark web. And we challenge your anti-spam, firewall, CM, or many other solutions that you have on your first line of defense with our email threat simulator, which is one of our patent pending solution. Also improve your cybersecurity awareness in your organization to create a culture and let your employees to understand the email-based attacks, report them, and let you fight against email-based attacks. And the other fantastic module that I'm going to demonstrate you is today is Instant Responder. It has 2 main functionalities. One is the help employees to report suspicious email and get analyzed report back. Second, and the most important thing is to find, analyze, and delete email in user inbox to delete this malicious email from all users inbox, entire organization, to prevent your organization against any data breach. Also threat sharing, which is one of the very fantastic brand new module that we have, helping organization to create a community, be part of this community to share threats anonymously. The slogan itself is very basic: one safe, all safe. If you go and share threats with other community members, the rest of the community members can protect themselves automatically thanks to this threat sharing, anonymously threat sharing capability and the response functionality. So I will give you more insights in the demo section. I'm going to quickly skip this. So in order to empower detection and response capability, Keepnet has 100+ integration with third-party solutions, but mostly in detection side, we have integration with 40 Sandbox, Spamhaus, or Google Safe Browsing, VirusTotal, and many others. Most of them comes default, and if you don't have any sandbox capability, or if you don't have any AI-based phishing detection capability, that you can have all these capabilities with us. But some integration like VMRay or Palo Alto Cortex needs your license. If you already have these solutions in your network, that you can easily integrate with our solution to get more benefits, orchestrate analyzing the threats or responding to threats processes. So that's the summary. because I'm really excited to go and walk through on the platform. I don't want to spend too much time on the presentation. Before an attack, during an attack, or after an attack, you can find many answers for all these questions with our modular cloud or on-premise based solutions. End of day, you have lots of benefits with us. One of the most important benefits is the increased efficiency. When you invest in this technology, return on investment that you already invested in your technology increase from 25% to 90%. You empowers teams' capability, aligns functions, and on the cost side, lowers the number of email threats related service desk tickets up to 80%. And when you automate everything, mostly online and response processes, you free up manpower up to 90% for this, which expert people are rarely found in nowadays world. And incident response module comes with a very rich set of analysis engines that I already mentioned to you to eliminate the need of sandbox and threat analysis, threat intelligence, and other response investments. That all comes with us and included price. And of course, end of the day, you eliminate the risk, you reduce the risk or transfer the risk. Your users become part of the solution to detect email-based attacks and secure your business rather than being part of the problem, and lowers email and phishing related data loss and breach risk over the 90%. So you reduce all this risk with us. So thank you for listening to me on this presentation, and I'm going to jump in on the platform. Since that, do you have any question, or do you want me to mention anything before I start demo?
Yeah, I can see we received one question so far. So basically, Robert is asking, is this on-premise or a SaaS solution? How does this work?
Yeah, both. Over 90% of our existing customers use SaaS solution, which is hosted on Amazon AWS. But some of our very privacy-sensitive organizations use on-premise solution that no any cloud integration needed. So you can have this solution as on-premise if you have too much privacy concern or any other problem.
Okay, and one more question from Tomislav. Does the platform provide filtering possibilities like, anti-spam or anti-malware, or does it rely on external vendors for this?
Very good question. When I was explaining what is Keepnet, I forgot to mention what Keepnet, what is not Keepnet, sorry. Yeah, it's not an anti-spam solution. It's not scanning the old email coming through your network, your inboxes. We are a complementary tool to anti-spam solutions like Microsoft, ATP, Cisco, or Proofpoint. So we are not definitely a competitor to them, or we are not doing an anti-spam jobs, let's say.
Well, I'm guessing, I hope this answered the questions. So that's it for now. So I will let you know if and when we receive any additional questions. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
So the platform itself, as I mentioned to you before, working on the cloud, you are able to set up, let me show you here. If you have a corporate network, you can set up SAML integration in order to have a single sign-on login with us, or you can just basically onboard your system user on the platform and help them to set up multi-factor authentication with very popular multi-authenticator tools, or just SMS-based multi-factor authentication. Before I go to each module, I would like to also show you white labeling feature, for example. You can white label platform for your requirement. You can change the login address, all the logo you see around the system, and customize everything for your organization needs. That also helps value-added resellers, managed security service providers to white label our solution for their customer. And they can onboard their customer on their own portal. This platform is completely API driven. Doesn't matter what type of integration you're gonna need with us. You can just have a REST API with us to orchestrate everything. For example, MSSP partners or value-added resellers, they are orchestrating customer onboarding, managing license or offboarding processes between our platform and their CRM site through this API. Or some of our enterprise customers, they need different report type. They want to have these reports from us and enrich this data on their own reporting tool. So you can call our API and collect all the data you have on our platform. Or the second and one of the most important thing, you have more integration with us to analyze threats, response threats, and orchestrate maybe security operation center, thanks to all these integrations. I think I'm ready. And I'm going to start with incident responder. And by the way, this is very simultaneously presentation. But here, first of all, when you educate, train your employees, you need to give them an ability to report suspicious emails and get the analyzed report back. That's why we have a phishing reporter tool. You can come here, customize for your organization needed in different language or with different feature. And when you're done with this, you're able to deploy this Phishing Reporter plugin on Google Workspace, Outlook Desktop, on Outlook Windows or Outlook Apple Mac, and Office 365. Also, it works on Microsoft Exchange that appears both Outlook Desktop, Outlook Web Access, and Outlook Mobile. This Phishing Reporter gives two ability to user. One is, let me quickly log in my Office 365 account to show you one quick demo. Imagine that I'm a user. Today I have got an email. And I thought that this looks suspicious. And I want to make sure this email is really coming from Airbnb. Before I click the link, open an attachment, or answer this email, I would like to report this suspicious email to Keepnet Labs, as well as my associate team. One click is enough to report this email. That's all. You don't need to know your help desk number. You don't need to forward this email, which you lost header of the reported email. Just one click enough to report this email. When user reports suspicious email to the Keepnet Labs, now it's time to analyze this reported email. How? Imagine that you are an analyst. What you need to do is go and check header. Who is the sender IP address? Is that spammer attacker? What's the link? Is link already blacklisted anywhere? Or is that downloading malicious code? Or if this reported email has an attachment, is that a virus, malware, ransomware? Needs to at least 2 hours, approximately 2 hours, to analyze all variants of the all attacks variant on the email address. But when this email report to the Keepnet Labs, thanks to these integrations capabilities like FortiSandbox, IBM X-Force, Cyber X-Ray, which is an AI-based phishing URL detection tool, VirusTotal already has 90+ anti-spam engines and very rich, the biggest spam database, Spam House. thanks to all this integration, Keepnet Labs analyze header, body and attachment of the reported email. Then report back to user, mostly under a minute. Sometimes it could take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but mostly under a minute. Keepnet says, oh, what you have reported me is phishing, malicious. Let me go one of those details. It could be test, by the way. So you analysts easily see the data that the reported data on the reported emails, or if they want to go quickly and check header, here is the human readable header report here, or they can preview, see the original email that user reported and what Keepnet found. For example, on this reported email, there are 2 attachments. And if we go to details of this, it seems that some of integrations couldn't detect anything, but VirusTotal found malicious activity on this file. Same on others. So the first benefit of the Keepnet Labs is helping user to report suspicious email. This ability increase detection rate. The second benefit is the analyze reported email thanks to third-party integrations and response back, save time, detection and analyzing time. And third and very important value is when Keepnet Labs detect a malicious file, link, or any other data on email, Keepnet automatically start an investigation. On my organization, I have 10,000 employees. Maybe one of them reported this email, but maybe this email already in hundreds of others inbox. Keepnet can quickly start an investigation, find and give you a report. Let me go that one. For example, I just randomly selected. Keepnet automatically go and investigate all users' inbox. It works with Google Workspace, Outlook Desktop, or Microsoft Office 365. And the criteria itself could be hash of the file, URL itself, IP address, subject, from, or a regex, regular expression content. You can find suspicious email with different criteria. On my organization, there was 25 employees, 25 users, and the malicious file I'm looking for is already in some users' inbox. For example, this user and 3 more have got an email with this subject, and this malicious file hash matched with this email. So good thing is that no one can abuse anyone's email because of this investigation. For example, it could be Sinicia's inbox. I cannot go and read Sinicia's email. I cannot see body or attachment of the email. But what I can do is, oh, Sinicia, do you have this malicious email? Yes or no? Yes, if you have, I can do this. Oh, before Sinicia open, click, reply, or have an action on this email, I should go and delete this email from his inbox. Move to trash or permanently delete. Or I can send a warning message. Hey guys, this is risk for you. Please do not open, click, or forward it. Just delete it. I can send a message and mark all this email as a malicious. So let me summarize. If your employee reports an email through this phishing reporter, Keepnet analyze reported email mostly under a minute with third-party integrations. If Keepnet finds a malicious or phishing activity on the reported email, then Keepnet start an investigation to find similar activities on other user inbox, then delete it. One of the benefits which associate team members loves is our manual investigation capability. You shouldn't be rely on only reported emails. If you have got a threat intelligence data, if you're already using third-party systems monitoring social media, and you thought that there is a new attack type, let's say Lazarus APT group attack. I'm investigating this attack. What I want to do is I want to start an investigation and find email if it has attacker@lazarusgroup.com. This is just an example. Or I'm looking for a file, name it invoice.pdf. It could be false positive, or I can go and analyze hash of the file. That helps me to investigate all user inbox, including CEO, CFO, everyone on the organization. And if there is a email which match with my criteria, then I say, oh, baba, here is the malicious email on my user inbox. Then have an action against this email. Delete or just notify user, tell them that this is malicious. Hopefully it was clear for you guys. I'm not sure, I can't see if anyone has question. Sniza, before jumping the other modules, would you like to check if there is any?
Just checking. No, I don't see any new questions for now.
Perfect.
But I will keep on monitoring.
Yeah, mostly people are asking that, oh, do you have native integration with Office 365 or Google Workspace, which I would like to quickly show here. We already have native integration. Only thing our customer needs to do is just put the credential here and make connection with Google Workspace. Or on Office 365 side, only thing they need to do is just create an application secret, provide directed tenant ID, and just test email. That's all. Then nothing else needed to have a rich analysis and response capability on Office 365. All right, I'm going to jump in the threat sharing, then the other modules. Threat sharing is our brand new module. The problem that we focus to resolve with threat sharing is you guys already aware that hackers are working with each other. One of hackers developing malicious code, another one helping them to deliver this code. They are all supporting each other, but on the defense side, each company, they are defending themselves against email-based attacks with their own technology and expert human capability. They are not mostly helping each other. There is very, very rarely and less collaboration between each other. And Keepnet's threat sharing giving an ability to create community groups. For example, Nestek security community. Nestek has a private security community that as a company, I can ask to join, or Nestek can invite me to join and participate in this group. When one of the Nestek member shares a threat in the community like this, it could be anonymously. And this threat automatically shared with other committee members. Let's imagine that 100 different organizations is part of the Nestek security committee. One of the committee members, which is me, shared a threat. The rest of them now aware of this threat. Plus, this threat automatically blocked on their email gateway, sandbox, antivirus, EDR. if they have SOAR solution, they can also orchestrate all this stuff with us through our API. Plus, if they have instant response capability, they can automatically go scan and block this risky email on user inbox. All could be automated. No any human interaction needed. So when this threat, let's say someone in this community shared a threat and said, oh, this link is redirecting user to a phishing website, or these attached files are malicious, dangerous. You can see this summary. Or here is the details of the shared links and attachments. Now, even with either automatically or manually, you can start an investigation, find and delete this email if it is already arrived your inbox, or you can have a prevention for future incoming attack to block them on the gateway. One safe, all safe. That's why sharing threats, having a community is really important. One could save the rest of the others alive. I know I very quickly demonstrated because we are running our time. Shall I go and show Phishing Simulator?
Yeah, I'm guessing that will be the best thing. There is just one question that we received in regards to this threat sharing. Does a person have to be licensed to have access to threat sharing, or can we share threats with external partners that do not have a Keepnet license?
Oh, good question. Oh, very lovely question. Thank you. So it depends on the community owner. Nestec create, or a company can have their own community and maybe sell community membership to anyone, or just open it for the customer who is already onboarded to Keepnet Labs. It depends on community owner, but all scenarios are possible with us. The second question for, they can share with anyone else, it again depends on traffic light protocol that we given here. For example, the red means you guys who see this threat you guys can see this threat, but cannot share with anyone else. I'm not allowing you to share this threat with third parties. If it's maybe white, that's mean, oh, feel free to share with anyone. Doesn't matter they are in the community member or outside of this community. All depends this red flags or greens. Hopefully it was a clear answer.
I think this should clarify the question. If not, Matja, please feel free to reach out.
That will be lovely. Yeah, thank you. So Phishing Simulator, which is one of the lovely module. As you earlier said, since we have over 1,000 phishing email templates, different landing pages, which I show you some of them on my demo account. So mostly customer can easily come and change any of these, let's say, scenarios, email-based templates, or they can quickly create new one for their organization's requirements. Basically, cybersecurity awareness is more, helping user to understand the email-based attacks easy with Phishing Simulator. What you could do, for example, there is Spotify invoice like Spotify. If you go and preview this email template, you can send this fake email to your employee and ask them to hey guys, here's your Spotify premium membership or invoice attached. If they go and open this attachment, then you see this activity on the Keepnet Labs dashboard. Plus, immediately open a training on the user browser to teach them how to spot kind of this phishing attack. If you do that regularly, month by month or maybe quarterly, you can see who is aware of email-based attack, who can easily spot, detect, and report suspicious emails or phishing emails. And thanks to other training content you have previously mentioned, video animation, gamification, or just HTML5-based training, employees can learn what is ransomware, what is sextortion, how can I detect a fake sender address before open a suspicious link or download the attached file. What should I do? They know all these processes, secure themselves and your organization as well, plus report all these critical let's say email-based attacks to your organizations. Let me preview one example. Let's say this Facebook verification code. I'm not going to launch a phishing email, but here's another one in Arabic language, I suppose, or maybe Farsi. It's the landing page itself, sorry, email itself. If user click the link or open the attachment, that's the ops page, or you can change it with a training page. Or one more in different language. It should be French or Sinisa. You can easily spot it. Here's another phishing email template and with this landing page. So if you go and check the reports, for example, here's one example. When I deliver this phishing email to my user, I can see how many users have got this email and how many of them opened the email, phishing email, and didn't understand this is phishing and click the link. Or if there is a submitted data processes like password or critical data, I can see this result on the phishing report as well. So if we go and see this, here's some user click the open this phishing email, or some of them just to click the link, phishing link. I see all the processes. By the way, I think I didn't choose very good example, but still okay. You can easily see is this email delivered to user or blocked on your unspam or anywhere. So you can see all these details. So anything else do you want me to cover here, since because of the time limitation? I'm just having a quick walkthrough.
There was one question that came in between. It's about plugin for Outlook. Mm-hmm. Can an employee remove or delete this plugin?
Oh, good question. It depends on your policy. You are able to deploy this plugin and don't let user to remove this plugin from Outlook or Office 365 environment, as well as Google Workspace. But in any case, if you gave them this option or they found a way to remove it, you are able to see which user has this plugin. Is plugin working on their environments right now? Are they online, offline? You can track all these activities. Plus, since for most enterprise customer, we have a diagnostic tool. When you deploy this diagnostic tool to your employee's computer. These tools help us to learn who has plugin, who hasn't. Maybe you already not installed the plugin on your user. You miss anyone. It can show you, oh, Sinisa doesn't have this plugin. Please go and install it. If anyone, for some reason, disabled or removed this plugin, Dynus tool reports us and the user, admin can see on the portal, this user disabled add-in. Do you want me to re-enable? It helps us to track all these activities with diagnostic tool. Yeah, you can ask Hey diagnostic tool if you detect any plugin disabled for some reason, just enable it automatically. By the way, it was a very good question. Thank you.
And we have one more, but it's about licensing. So I will just, leave it for the last slide. I think we have licensing.
So I'm going to skip training library for now. And email threat simulator itself because of the time limitation. Is that all okay for you guys?
For myself, yes. Guys, please let us know if you want to, jump shortly to another module. In the meantime, I will just share my screen.
Please.
Just give me a second and to quickly go to licensing, because we have a question in regards to license. So when we're talking about licensing, Keepnet Labs is licensed per module. So you have 4 different modules. Each contains specific features. So you have a module that's called Defender. We can say it's in a way a start module, start package, which offers threat intelligence and email threat simulator. Then you have option of awareness module that includes phishing simulator and awareness educator. And the SOC module that includes incident responder and threat sharing. So basically you don't have to take all the features the platform offers. You can, decide you want to go just with awareness and, trainings and education. You would like to also have a defender that can help you, analyze current environment and current security posture. You can also include incident responder and threat sharing, or you can say, I would only like to use this one, or you can have an enterprise version, which actually contains all of the above. And the pricing, of course, is based on a user. Well, not for all modules, but for the most of them, it's based on the user, and it depends on the amount of users you need. Of course, the more users, the pricing gets a little bit better. But if any of you guys is interested in, a specific offer, if you have a customer that's interested, please let us know. We're happily to create or share pricing and offers with you. Let me just jump quickly to questions, see if there are any new questions. So I don't see any new questions at the moment. If you guys would like to test the platform, we are happy to open a trial account for you. Please reach out to us via, phone, via email, whatever you prefer. Also, in case you need any help with your, testing with demo, we are happy to jump on a session with you, to do a hands-on session to show you how things are done. If you need help with adjusting maybe phishing content or campaign, please, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Ozan, I would give it just, a minute or two, just to be sure that we, don't have any questions in process coming. And if we don't receive any questions, I'm guessing we can, close for the day. What do you think? Do you have anything, you would like to, cover? Maybe, we missed something.
Yeah. All is okay for me. Thank you.
Okay, just give me
Pleasure to be part of this training, webinar. Thank you for giving this opportunity to me.
No, as I mentioned, really, we appreciate your time and your, help. Thank you, for giving us this amazing insight into the platform, and from, of course, your perspective as a co-founder and CEO. It's really nice to have you here with us, because I'm also aware that for sure you have a lot of, time things on your schedule, so it's not so easy to, catch you. Let me just check quickly if there's something new coming here. Yeah, I think maybe there's one question. I'm not sure if this was pretty clear during our presentation, but partner is asking, is this multi-tenant console, or do we have to install a separate console for each customer? So do you want to cover it? Should I?
Sure, I can answer quickly. Yes, it's multi-layered solution. As a reseller, when you log in our portal, you are able to onboard your customer under you. No need to have any other installation. And whenever your customer needs help or assistance, you can switch their profile and help them managing their profile. Also, you can launch phishing campaign training or analyze threats behalf of your customer as a managed security service provider. All happens on the same platform under the multi-tenancy. But one more thing, if you are an MSSP or reseller, you are able to onboard another reseller or MSSP and let your MSSP reseller company under you can onboard another company. So basically, customer, your reseller, and yourself. This three architecture happens on same platform. I think we need to demonstrate this on another webinar.
No worries. So basically, and just to add, as you mentioned, because I heard you saying this during your demo, you can actually, as the platform offers multi-tenancy plus white labeling, you can basically let's say white label those accounts differently. If you, for example, as a reseller, have under you only a customer, and you would like to give them access to their own tenant, their own account, you can basically have separate white labeling for your own tenant level, and then a different white labeling for your customers. You can make their dashboard with their own logo, with their own company identity, and so on. And also, if you have another company under, you can additionally white label this additional layer differently. So it's a really flexible SaaS solution. So guys, as I don't see any questions coming up at the moment, I would like to thank you all for joining us today. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to us. Ozan, thank you very much for your presentation. Guys, thank you very much for attending. I wish you all an amazing day, and see you all on our next webinar.
Thank you. Have a lovely
Bye,
day.
everyone, as well. Bye. Thank you.